Hello, hello, hello. My name is Fruitbat, and today I made a chart of landmark of things we can do once we hit certain landmarks throughout our recording period. Um, I'd say, tell me know if any of these interest you. If we let's say if we hit 10 subscribers, I'll sing. If we meet 50, I'll read your comments. You know what I mean? Um. I'm a writer and a baker, so I thought 3 and 4 would be nice. Let me know if any of these interest you. Um, or if they don't, let me know. Or if you have ideas of your own. That'd be fantastic to know. But today, I hope you all know, is Superhero Day. So happy Superhero Day to Jackie Boy Man and the heroes, the real heroes of today's world, such as doctors, nurses, people that are working staff members of stores like Walmart. My grandmother is actually a worker at Walmart and she's working. So people like that, thank you for being up there and stepping up and helping. You're making huge sacrifices for not only yourself but for your family, and I appreciate that. Um, I can't say thank you enough. It's really great at what you're doing, and it's completely horrible what's going on. So if you're one of those people, thank you. Happy Superhero Day, because right now, you are a superhero. So, yeah. But today, we are going to play a graphic novel game. It's also a horror game. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but I am excited to play it because it's a mystery game and it's going to be fun. Because I love books, I love graphic novels, I love mystery, I love murder, it's weird, okay? I'm a writer, so all this stuff is like, yes, I love it instantly. So let's go check this out, shall we? Badoo. Okay, so apparently this game is called The Letter. Um, so yeah. It looks nice. I'm gonna turn this up, because I realized the last time I played a horror game... Ooh, nice music. You guys weren't able to hear it, so... sorry. Okay, let's see. New game. Why is... I don't want to know. New game. Oh, that jump made me jump. Okay, well, wasn't expecting that one. Prologue. The Ermengarde Mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of Luxbourne, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Aw, that's nice. I would love that. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. Awesome. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of the Great Plague. Oh no. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. I feel so bad because I'm butchering that last name. The mansion has stood since 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. Oh. That's when it began. Oh, I love that. I love rain, I love lightning, I love it. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the night, and hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming the hollowed halls aimlessly. People who dared enter its halls were simply never heard from again. Oh, of course we're going inside. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend, and its curse still fall upon the village's ears. In spite of this, the current owners have convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. Yeah? With little regard for the truth, they had Briar Rift Reality Corporation place the property back on sale. That's not a good idea. Like Pandora's box, that secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. That's probably gonna happen. Good luck. Oh, joy. Drink some of my tea, because... The first one is Isabel.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
Right here. A familiar jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter? What do you mean, what's the matter? It's a mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late.
Oh no.
Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Rose is not nice.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously. I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless. Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there. I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted. Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits. You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you. No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch. Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
I'm not so sure if I like Rose or not.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
What?
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
Okay.
That was one time, Isabella. Listen up.
Doesn't matter how many times it happens, it happened. Goodness.
Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own. Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Rose reminds me of someone from Borderlands.
Okay, see you. Bye.
I don't know who. She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who is that?
New character? Oh, hello. I looked up to my phone to see Rebecca. Becca, giving me a questioning look. Hi, Becca.
Oh, that? It's just Rose. Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started? You're working together again? Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Ansem Village after the renovations. Today is sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon. Wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about?
Oh,
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back? Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny? Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character.
I like this game. I love how it's just the drawings and I love it.
I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out. Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it.
Oh, you need cash?
Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus.
Awesome.
They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier.
This reminds me of Doki Doki. And
They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
Uh-huh. A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me.
No.
Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell you what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca, I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
How would you... Are you a stalker now? She crosses her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Here we go again. I eat other things too. You're not my mom. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna be entirely mean to her because I don't like doing that. So I'm gonna say I eat other things
Hey!
too.
I eat other things too.
Woo, relationship updated. I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture and giving her the best friend I can muster. The same one I use for my younger siblings when they're being difficult. I make that face. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else. You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Becca's wrinkling her nose by the time they get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green at the last one. I would have laughed a little at that if I didn't know how it would only lead to more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year.
What happened last year?
In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
I like peas and corn. She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny distant memory. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there's only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
She says this more to herself than me, her voice shifting to something kinder, even motherly, if I am looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge. Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself. You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. There's nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can take a turn for the worse, just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small, pretty petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale. You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant, and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish. Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
Sure, Becca. I leave her with a flat look. Something tells me something's gonna go down with Becca here. She has had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And, despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now. Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There's no stopping her once she's decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it worryingly when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now. Rebecca! Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently, everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough for locals to give you cautious, sidelong glances. I love this, because you're in the city and there's noises and there's just all this fantastic stuff to show that you're in the city. I learned that the hard way the first time I commuted here, and it only boasted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news are being renovated and placed back up in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. This place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shrink in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has ways of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ear and shoulder. It's probably just Rose again anyway.
Rose?
No.
Guess again.
That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village. I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles, and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
This joke is bad. Stupid Ashhole, always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. That is a horrible nickname. I'll show him who's tough. Sure you will. Okay. It takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Is that wind? Yet, despite all this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and the only rustling of the leaves can be heard. And only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. Why, Anselm Village is just a few miles away. Everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, their horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow, it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. I can talk. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
Goodness. That voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Same, Bo. Bro, I can talk. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while they wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-communal hum. Belatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally set myself for spacing on and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. Oh, I would have been so embarrassed. I expected him to leave as soon as I've paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet. I'm keeping an eye on everybody here.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place.
Oh.
Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either.
I hope this is a
I
scary...
admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
But maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I wanted to get that bonus and commission, one way or another, I've got to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand. Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. It may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. Oh, it's a nice mansion. Must say it is. Okay, entering. What greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spick and span. Not for long. Oh, the chandelier is moving. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. Yeah, the chandelier is moving. Could no one see that? As though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
Oh, it echoes. Nice. I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. This game is awesome. I'm loving it. Silence. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. I quickly reach out my phone and dial her number. But...
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
What? What? Oh, this is getting odd. What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Okay, that's a little far-fetched. Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
Something fishy, but to no avail. Oh boy, I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out.
This is getting odd.
Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Okay, before that, let's see how much better I have. 4%. Oh, taking a couple steps forward, I notice something above the grand staircase. How long have I been playing? Yeah, I'm almost done. Oh, let's do this and be done.
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh? Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I tried to contact her number again. Okay, hold on. Whoop. Okay, let's save. Right here. Okay, well, that's I'm gonna end here. I know, I'm sorry. My phone is about to die, so maybe tomorrow, if I have nothing else planned, I will play for like an hour's worth. It'll take like 3 hours to put to YouTube, but I am willing to do that. So yeah, let that's all for me today. It's very slow, so that's all I'm doing. Thank you for joining me on this adventure of the letter. It's so far I think it's amazing, the graphics, everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Okay, you hear me? You hear me? Stay safe. Don't do anything dumb. Stay at home if you can. Okay, bye.